Start game now.
Kermit heard I was hungry, so he brought with him some of his favorite food, bugs, for the Atari 2600 system. Looking at this label art, it looks like it came from one of those Orkin or Raid commercials where you're out to get the pests. It's like a cross between insects and the Terminator. Let's go ahead and take bugs, pop it into my Atari 7800 Pro system, and find out how this 2600 game plays today. Let's go to the game. Bugs is an original game published by Data Age for the 2600 and carries a copyright year of 1982. It is a paddle controller game for 1 or 2 players alternating. There is only one way you can change the difficulty, and that is by using the difficulty switches. Unlike most other 2600 games, according to the manual, the A position is used for the easier setting and the B position is used for advanced players. According to the manual, you have been sent to a long dead planet to investigate a recently detected life form. Just a word to the wise: if you are ever asked to go to a dead planet to explore something living, don't go. Once you get there, you find an underworld filled with swarms of intelligent superbugs and their pesky, genetically engineered super drones called phylaxes. Yeah, I told you, this wasn't a good idea. Now you must blast the bugs before they reach your ship, and the phylaxes before they touch you. If your ship takes 3 hits of damage, your game is over. When you start the game, you have a cursor that you can move right or left by using the paddle near the center line of the screen. The bugs will start crawling towards the top of the screen, and you must move your cursor under them and fire your ultrasonic weapon, which despite its powerful name can only be shot 1 shot at a time. But if you hold down the fire button, it will continuously fire. However, there is a slight delay from when you shoot to when the shot reaches its target. While the manual doesn't say it, each screen is comprised of 3 bugs that look like a centipede, a millipede, and a lizard. To pass to the next screen, you basically have to shoot each one enough times to make it disappear. However, this can be very difficult, as once you shoot one, it disappears and reappears at a different part of the screen. And when it reappears, it doesn't start back at the bottom, but rather slightly lower than where it was when you shot it. This can lead to some tense times when you shoot a bug that is near the top of the screen, only to have it appear close to the top at the other side of the screen. And if a bug reaches the top where you get hit, it seems the whole round starts from the beginning. Soon the phylax will show up, looking like a strange box along the center line. When it is green and yellow, it cannot attack you and you cannot attack it, but when it turns red, it will try to hit your cursor to take one of your 3 hits. The only way to destroy it is to lead it by firing ahead of its path, but moving out of the way before it touches you. I found this very difficult to do. And to make matters worse, once you advance past the first level, the phylax will split into 2 pieces that you have to shoot each one. Point-wise, you get 1 point for every bug you hit and 5 points for every phylax. And if you advance a skill level, you get a bonus 8 points. Graphically speaking, I like that the game is colorful, and I think the bugs look pretty good. Even the lizard, which by the way, is not a bug. And I kind of think they should have renamed this game. 2 bugs and a lizard. Has a nice ring, don't you think? They could have even spun it off into a sitcom as well. The sounds and the tense music, however, don't do much for me and can be borderline irritating. But this is a family-friendly game. On eBay, loose copies go for $5 to $6. Complete copies, there was only one that sold, and it sold for $13, and there was also one new copy that sold for $29 at the time of this recording. So what did I think of bugs? Well, at first I hated it. It is a very difficult game, and I had a hard time getting past the first level. When I started the game, the phylaxes really make things tough, and switching the difficulty didn't seem to help much. I also think the hit detection could have been much better, as there was many times I was sure I would register a hit only for it to be off. Many times it turned out I had to have a perfect shot to hit the bugs. I can understand why many people trash the game. In addition to improving the hit detection, perhaps if you could have hit the phylaxes as soon as they appeared, or if you had an easy mode where they didn't appear at all, it would have helped. But as I got used to the game and changed my strategy from a single shot and moving to holding down the fire button until a hit was detected, I actually got some enjoyment out of the game and was able to pass the 100-point threshold. The hit detection is still bad and the challenge is very tough, but you can get a little, and I mean a little, enjoyment out of it if you have the patience. So where am I going to rank bugs? Originally it would have been near the bottom, but as I played it, it did move up a little bit. Let's see, at 32 I like Reactor a little more, but at 33 I have Vanguard, which honestly is a better made game, but this list is about which game I'd rather play versus which game is technically more sound. And I just find Vanguard kind of boring, so I'm going to make Bugs my new number 33 game. 2 Bugs and a Lizard is only recommended for patient paddle game fans. If you enjoy retro-related videos, would you please click like and subscribe? And you can now support the show through Patreon as well. Just follow the links below. Also, be sure to check out some of my many other videos covering Atari, Sega, Nintendo, and more. With over 175 now posted, there's something for just about any retro fan. Thanks for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the next episode of the No Square Gamer. Take care, and if someone ever wants you to go to a dead planet with new life forms detected, just run away. Far away. Fast.